Nigeria won it. And if you look at the 4 countries that have progressed to the WAFCON, they've all been to the semis or the finals in the last 9 editions that the tournament has been hosted.
You are the only ones who have not been.
We are the only ones who have not won it.
Won it.
Yes,
okay.
we've been to. We've not won. Yes, we've got to 1998. We got to the finals. We didn't win it. 2002 same. 2006 same. Morocco were then the last edition. They lost to South Africa. That was South Africa's first title. Nigeria they've won 9 out of the 13th edition of the WAFCON. So it means that they have 9 titles. Wow. And so it's not too surprising. So Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, and Morocco, they've all been to the semis or the finals. So they have a fair idea of how to get to these stages. And so it was good. On the part of the Black Queens, I'm really happy. If you remember, you asked me one of our shows, and you asked me about where I think this team will get to. Yeah. And I said that when they get to the semis, I think it's success for them because of how we've failed from 2016 to now and not playing in the last edition in 2022 and also going to the tournament on the back of losing our coach, Nora Hutla, to Zambia. But Kim, in this game especially, this game against Algeria, I think all the odds were against him. People thought that yes, the Algerians are the better side. In fact, they've been one of the surprise packages up until they had to lose to the Black Queen. So, look, it's a good one. If they don't win it, clearly they'll play the 3rd place playoff. I think it's still success for the team.
Who are we meeting in
we are playing Morocco.
So from one North African team to another North African team.
I've seen Morocco play.
Yeah, and you see the Moroccans too. The thing about that clash is that we actually played the Moroccans in one of the friendlies. Yeah. Yes, we went there. They beat us by 1-0.
We lost.
Yeah, we lost. And so I like that pairing because it gives these girls a fair idea of what's to come. They've already played the Moroccans already, so
I hope it makes them hungry enough to want to beat them because
hungry enough,
lost
yes. And
against them.
Speaking of being hungry enough, if you watch our last group game against Tanzania, it was there. It was evident. If you watch the game against Algeria, it was there. I think the girls have warmed themselves up into the tournament proper. Now at the knockout stage, it's you take it or you're out. And clearly, from Tanzania to Algeria to Morocco coming, I think the performance has been good. For the Moroccans, one thing that I think will not be too good for the Black Queens is that it's the host nation. If you watch Morocco against Mali in the quarterfinal, the stadium was full. It was more like, yes. So I don't know how these girls would embrace the occasion, especially with the supporters in there. And you know how these North Africans can be very intimidating.
Pull lasers in your face and all that.
So the fans are intimidating. The players themselves are very, and they are very good side. No doubt about that. The Moroccans are very, very good side.
Can footballers play with earplugs?
Come again?
Can they play with earplugs?
Oh no, you can't play with. So
you need to hear from your teammates. Wow.
So you can block out the fans and probably concentrate on your teammates.
You can't be wearing that.
But your coach should also have to be shouting instructions at you.
Exactly. And you see, with the Moroccans, just quickly with that.
Block out the fans.
With the Moroccans, they brought in Hoye Vilda, who won the 2023 FIFA World Cup with the Spanish national team. And they've brought him in to come and win the AFCON. And he's on already a very good trajectory. So I think
Have they
that
lost
test.
any game?
No, they've not lost. They've had one of the finest attacks in the tournament. They've conceded 2 goals. I think we take the Moroccans and the Nigerians. They are the teams that have been very
exceptional teams, and a lot of people are tipping them to go into the final.
To the final. So I'm not too surprised with what they've done.
Who's been our standout player at the WAFCON so far? I know it's a tough call between the goalkeeper, maybe Boudua, and maybe Hloka.
No, take Boudua out.
I should take Boudua out.
Yeah, she's not been good. I've watched her. In fact, I've been very disappointed with her and Evelyn Bedu in that squad. Yes.
Is this still not early day? You know, I feel like they're still warming up into the competition.
Well, up until the stage they've got into, I think they've been very disappointing. If they show up in the Morocco game, I think it erases
their past.
But up until now, if you have to exit against Morocco, I don't think they've stepped up enough.
Knowing the potential they have.
Exactly. And you see, the squad we took to Morocco had just 4 players who have played at the WAFCON before.
Okay.
A large chunk of the players are new. This is their first WAFCON. And so you expect players like Doris Boudua, Evelyn Bedu, Alice Kusi, who is a skipper, to step up. Alice Kusi has had an okay tournament. But to your question, I think the standout performer in our team has been Chantal Boyloka. she's been very good. The goalkeeper comes next because of the save sheet we saw. Yes, Chantal has been very, very good. Her passes are top notch. If you go and look at the goals he scored at the tournament, it starts from here. The play starts from here. She's either at the end of, she's either the pre-assist before the assist itself.
I saw a goal against Tanzania.
Yes, it was very, very good. And it speaks volumes of the quality she's brought into this team.
I asked how much we're paying Kim. Have you found that out?
Well, the GFA are yet to put that out.
Lord.
So, you know, it's a thing with our parts of that. I mean, where we are here in Ghana in terms of how much the coaches are being paid and stuff. With
but
Nora,
the Black Stars is
the Black Stars is ours. With Nora, we knew about how much she was paid
after she exited.
The GFA put out a statement and said they were paying her this amount, and they were taking charge of her accommodation and stuff. So I think it's been a very, very good tournament for her.
Please continue to dig for me.
I'll
want to make a point.
Don't worry,
I really want to make a point.
I know what you want to do.
Have you seen the people in the stadium? Have you seen the people in the stadium? Have you seen the number of people in the stadium?
You mean the supporters?
It's just interest. If the game peaks and people go, they'll be paid better.
But 35% of the effort that we put into the Black Stars, into the Black Queens.
Yes.
Just think about it.
Yes.
The turnaround.
It's a good thing to think about.
35%. It's not even
and you see, you have a very good point. You know why? Because in the last, let me say 3 years or 4 years, so that's inclusion of Nora's time with the Queens. I think the Black Queens were the most successful national team in terms of results.
Yeah.
Because at the time, the Black Stars were struggling. Under 20, Nyama, under 17, not good. 15,
terrible.
Nothing. But the Black Queens at the time, because they were in a very good run, they qualified for the WAFCON. I think the only blip they had was failing to qualify for the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. Yeah. And that's when the Zambians came knocking and they took Nora. So in terms of effort, finances, I think if you're able to channel maybe just a fraction of what we give to the Black Stars, it would make sense. But you see, people have spoken about the fact that sometimes you have to deal with, what, is it priorities? Or your most prized assets, which has been the Black Stars.
What if your prized assets is not performing or not delivering?
And you see, the thing to has to do with the level of football. If you want to compare the Blacks, if you want to compare men's football to women's football, I don't think we'll finish this argument today. So I understand your point. I understand it. And with this achievement, look at, if you want to compare this, what they've done to that of the Black Stars. The Black Stars have not been to the semis of the AFCON. From 2017, that's when we had our biggest achievement. Ever since, we struggled. So I think it's a good point.
Are we going to talk about your Chelsea?
Oh, we are world champions. That's fine. Unless Gabi wants to talk about it, I'll listen to him talk about it. I don't mind.
What do you want? What do you want me to say?
Oh no, preseason. I just want your thoughts on preseason, right?
Preseason, yeah, Kudos.
And some transfer news. Kudos had it's not shocking, right?
I like that.
It was to be expected.
It's not shocking, and I think he's stepping a step higher with regards to his career in terms of the team he plays. Now there'll be a lot of light on him because he's going to play in the UEFA Champions League. And if you pay attention to, or if you've watched Kudos very well, I think he loves the big occasions. He embraces the pressure. And I was not too surprised with he bagging an assist. Look, I was telling somebody this in the newsroom that I think Kudos will perform for Spurs. I'm not too sure what Thomas Frank would want from him in terms of where he wants to play him. Because in this game, we saw him play on the left. Kudos is a left-footed winger. So if you play him on the right, he gets to cut in on his favorite foot. Or if you play him through the channels, in which his time at West Ham United, I think a lot of his games, he was being played in that position. He thrives because he likes to take the ball, go past one player, two player, three, and then make things happen. But if you listen to Thomas Frank speak about him, he says Kudos brings a lot of unpredictability to the squad in the sense that he gives you a lot of options up front. You can play him even as a false nine. I think we saw him at Ajax that in some games he was being played as a false nine. Sometimes West Ham, same. So I just hope that Frank will deploy him in a very good position that will get the best out of him. Right. And he walks into that Spurs team with an okay Premier League experience because of what he did for West Ham United.
65 appearances, yes, that's quite decent.
That's quite decent. And to start, the way he started in his first season was good. The second season was not the best of seasons. I mean, you can't fault him too much because West Ham themselves were going through a lot of struggles. They brought in, they chopped and changed several coaches, Yeleni Pettigrew, Graham Porter, and stuff, and that affected his performance as well. So now he walks into a team that is a new environment. He'll be able to showcase his talent. He'll play in the Champions League. He's played in the Champions League before. You remember?
With Ajax. An explosive game against
Liverpool. So he loves the occasion. So I just want to see how he'll carry on with his Spurs team. I think he would have a decent numbers. Then people have spoken about when next will be his
next destination.
His next destination, his big move. If he's able to perform for Spurs, the Barcas, the Madrids will come calling. Maybe the Chelsea in a very stable environment now will come calling.